The Bermuda Triangle. 500,000 square miles of the Atlantic Ocean between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. For over a century, ships have vanished here. Aircraft have disappeared without a trace. No wreckage, no survivors, no explanation. Over 50 ships, 20 planes, and hundreds of lives gone. What's happening in these waters? The Bermuda Triangle, also called the Devil's Triangle, is a loosely defined region in the western Atlantic. The 3 points are Miami, Florida, the island of Bermuda, and San Juan, Puerto Rico. If you connect these points, you get a triangle covering roughly 500,000 square miles of ocean. This area has a dark reputation. Ships disappear, planes vanish, and people are never seen again. The stories go back centuries, but the modern mystery begins in 1945. December 5, 1945. 5 U.S. Navy TBM Avenger torpedo bombers, known as Flight 19, take off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on a routine training mission with experienced pilots and good weather. 2 hours into the flight, radio contact becomes strange. The flight leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, reports, "We seem to be off course. We cannot see land." Control asks for his position. He responds, "We're not sure of our position. We can't be sure where we are. We seem to be lost." Lost, in clear weather, with experienced pilots, over familiar waters. Control tries to guide them back, but the transmissions become more confused, more desperate. The compasses aren't working. They don't know which way is west. Then, silence. All 5 aircraft, 14 men, vanished. The Navy immediately launches a search and rescue operation. A Martin Mariner flying boat, with a crew of 13, takes off to search for Flight 19. 20 minutes after takeoff, the rescue plane also disappears, never heard from again. 6 aircraft, 27 men, gone in 1 day, no wreckage ever found. Flight 19 became the most famous Bermuda Triangle case, but it wasn't the first, and it wouldn't be the last. On March 4, 1918, the USS Cyclops, a massive U.S. Navy cargo ship over 500 feet long, leaves Barbados heading to Baltimore with 309 people. It remains the largest loss of life in U.S. naval history, not involving combat. 309 people, a giant ship, vanished. Theories emerged immediately. A German U-boat attack, possible, but no German records show an attack. Structural failure. The ship was overloaded and could have broken apart, but the weather was reported as calm. Mutiny. The captain was unpopular, but there's no evidence. The USS Cyclops simply disappeared, and the disappearances continued. In 1941, the USS Proteus and USS Nereus, sister ships to the Cyclops, both vanish on the same route, both without a trace. In 1948, the Star Tiger, a British passenger aircraft, disappears between the Azores and Bermuda with 31 people aboard. No distress call, no wreckage. A year later, in 1949, the Star Ariel, another British plane from the same airline, vanishes on a flight from Bermuda to Jamaica with 20 people gone. In 1963, the SS Marine Sulphur Queen, a tanker carrying molten sulfur, disappears near the Florida Keys. 39 crew members, only life jackets were found. No ship, no boxes. Remember, these aren't small boats. By the 1960s and 70s, the Bermuda Triangle had become legendary. Books were written, documentaries produced, theories ranged from the scientific to the supernatural. Methane gas eruptions from the ocean floor creating bubbles that sink ships. Magnetic anomalies interfering with compasses. Rogue waves, giant walls of water appearing without warning. Time warps or portals to other dimensions, even alien abductions. The U.S. Coast Guard and Navy investigated extensively. Their conclusion, there's nothing unusual about the Bermuda Triangle. The number of disappearances isn't statistically higher than other heavily traveled ocean areas. More vessels and more flights simply mean more opportunities for accidents. But is that really the answer? Let's look at the facts. The Bermuda Triangle has unique characteristics. It's one of only 2 places on Earth where compasses point to true north instead of magnetic north, which can confuse navigation. The powerful Gulf Stream flows through the triangle, a fast-moving current that can quickly disperse wreckage, making it nearly impossible to find. The ocean floor has some of the deepest trenches in the Atlantic, like the Puerto Rico Trench, over 27,000 feet deep. The weather is unpredictable. Then there's the methane hydrate theory. Scientists have discovered large deposits on the ocean floor that can release massive amounts of gas, creating areas of water with reduced density. A ship sailing over one of these releases would sink rapidly before any distress call could be sent. Aircraft flying through a methane cloud would lose engine power and drop from the sky. In 2016, scientists used satellite imagery and discovered massive hexagonal clouds over the triangle. These clouds create air bombs, sudden blasts of air traveling at 170 miles per hour, slamming into the ocean and creating waves over 45 feet tall. Any ship in the path would be overwhelmed. Any aircraft flying through would be blown apart. But here's what's strange. Many disappearances involve no wreckage, ever. Even if a ship sinks rapidly or a plane crashes, something usually floats. Oil slicks, debris, life preservers. The ocean gives up something. But in the Bermuda Triangle, sometimes it gives up nothing. So what's the truth about the Bermuda Triangle? Is it a supernatural mystery or misunderstood natural phenomena? Most scientists agree there's no single explanation. The triangle's reputation is partly myth, exaggerated by sensationalism. Many disappearances attributed to the triangle actually occurred elsewhere or have simple explanations like human error, mechanical failure, or bad weather. But some cases remain genuinely mysterious. Flight 19, with its experienced pilots and multiple aircraft, all lost simultaneously. The USS Cyclops, a massive ship that vanished without a distress signal. These cases defy easy explanation. Perhaps the Bermuda Triangle is just an ordinary patch of ocean, made dangerous by its geography, heavy traffic, and unpredictable weather. Or perhaps, there's something we don't yet understand about this particular area, about the ocean itself, about the forces at work beneath the waves. What we do know is this: the Atlantic Ocean is vast, powerful, and unforgiving. The ocean keeps its secrets, sometimes forever. What do you think is happening in the Bermuda Triangle? Natural phenomena, human error, or something unexplained? Comment your theory below. Share this with anyone fascinated by unexplained disappearances. Save this video, because some mysteries lie beneath the waves, some disappearances have no answers, and some places, the ocean doesn't give back. MyC Mysteries, where curiosity meets the unknown. See you in the next mystery.